Really quick, this one's a fun one. Just want to give a quick shout out to my friend who's in the ER right now. I hope you're doing better. I just want to say to everybody that I really appreciate you guys coming in here and disagreeing with me. I really appreciate, and this is from the bottom of my heart, like all of the people that are in my feed that are offering up different opinions. I know sometimes other people attack you a little hard, but I'm going to come at you with just the facts. And I always appreciate that discord. I always appreciate you disagreeing with me, because as you see, when you bring up your points, it allows me to kind of work through this. And so as you bring up your points, as you say things like, hey, they're there to protect counsel, hey, they're always there, hey, like, he's there to greet people, hey, like, sometimes they speak on stuff. It all feeds into the questions that I need to ask. So even when you're discussing things that you think are, I guess, against what I'm saying, I'm not really, when I say this stuff, it's not for or against whatever. It's just the facts as I see them. It's my opinion. It's what I see the political landscape and the discourse as. And so again, if you correct me, then you help me. And so, or even if you are wrong and you engage with me, or maybe you're not wrong and maybe I just think you're wrong, whatever it is, either way, this is what we need. This is why City Hall and these meetings and these conversations are so important. If we can't get up there and speak and disagree and have, courteous, conversations with each other, and then we can't get up there and hold our government accountable, whether courteous or not, and don't feel free to hold them accountable for their actions, and they feel like they have the ability to tell us what to do, boss us around like they're better than us, and they're not. The police department is not better than us. James McCann, you are not better than us. Just because you have an AA degree from the 90s does not mean you are better than the rest of us. Just because I have a BSSW from OSU in 2022 definitely doesn't mean I'm better than anyone else. In fact, all the people that want to talk bad about me, I talk bad about me. Like the crux of human nature is to be hard on oneself more than anyone else. And if you're not hard on yourself more than anyone else, then I would question what you're doing. But that being said, I wanted to keep this short. So keep up the good work, guys. Keep coming into my posts. Keep disagreeing with me. Like, I can deal with it. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It may upset some other people. They may block you. They may yell at you. There's nothing I can do about that. But for me, shoot away, man. Like, fire away. Fire out those zingers, those comments, those questions. Like, you want to call me names? Call me names. You want to cuss at me? Cuss at me. It just furthers my point. And all you're doing is helping me. So thank you, all of you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for just participating in the conversation. You don't have to agree with me. In fact, I don't want everyone to agree with me. That's a boring world. The whole reason why the United States, the Constitution, these public forums, these ability to have these conversations exist is so that people can come together who maybe don't always think alike and present ideas to each other that we may not normally utilize and come up with solutions that are outside of the box. So it takes Republicans and Democrats, it takes libertarians, it takes Green Party, conservatives and liberals alike. It takes every viewpoint, every mindset, from the lowest person on the totem pole to get the information from the janitor all the way up to the top of the presidential chain. Like, everyone has a role, everyone has input, all of our opinions matter, and they value, and they should be valued. So again, let's promote more free speech. Let's promote less security. You've got security coming into the building. Come on, guys. Like, there's zero reason to feel unsafe in there. If I can go in there without a weapon, then you guys can go in there without being guarded by a police officer. Like, I just don't understand. Like, everywhere else in the world we're doing gun-free zones, and you guys are just like, let's have freedom of speech and let's have guns. Like, yes. Like, I'm a proponent of the Second Amendment, but the First and the Second don't always belong together, because sometimes it leads to some bad decisions on part of the people exercising their Second Amendment rights. And so, again, safety first. We have metal detectors. And again, why not pay the auxiliary officers? They make so much less, and they need the hours. Like, these guys are scrapping for hours so that they can get their hours and to maintain their auxiliary status and maybe one day become a police officer. So why wouldn't we want that for them? Why would we want James McCann and Lieutenant Morris, again, some of the highest paid officers in our department, administrators, doing this job? This is not an administrator's job. If they're there to do an administrator's job, then they don't need to be in full gear. Like, I saw one town meeting where the chief comes in dressed in a white polo with a badge from the department on it. Yeah, he's still got his gun on his hip, but he's not wearing the full tack vest. I mean, watch the A-Team. And in the scene where, the movie The A-Team, and in that scene where they're in the tactical, the talk, and the guy from the CIA is wearing his full body armor vest and stuff, and the general's like, wearing his tag gear and his body armor in the talk, that should tell you everything you need to know about him. Like, there's zero reason for all of that gear in that hall. Morris, yes, he was definitely set up right. Like, he's standing up there chilling out, like, no gear, just the T-shirt or the department shirt on. Granted, his body language left a lot to be desired with the arms crossed, just like McCann's left a lot to be desired with the standard hook pose. But again, these are the things that the standard public sees when you're not just licking boots. These are the things that we see and know when we look at things from a broader perspective. And if you understood people of color's experience with law enforcement, you would understand why bringing in people like that, dressed like that, does not encourage freedom of speech. So again, you want to bring in people, bring them in toned down, no vests. You know, they can still carry their firearms, I guess, although I don't know why they would need to, or at least conceal them, or, have them twisted back on the side so that they're not, but whatever. I know they're going to carry their weapons no matter what, but they don't need the tack vest. They don't need the gear. They don't need to make us feel like we're in a militarized zone. So keep up the good work, folks, though. Keep disagreeing with me. I like it. I appreciate you. Regardless of what anyone thinks, one of the main proponents I'm dealing with right now in our post, in a separate message that I'm not going to ever disclose, we had a discussion. And I have encouraged that person to continue to do this. So for those that are on my page that think that this is a slap against me or our page or our political discourse, it is not. I welcome this. I want more of it. I want you guys to come in here and I want you to disagree. I want you to agree. I want you to just do whatever when it comes to having these discussions so that we can come up with solutions. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me these new things. Like, I've now asked for all of the police records on James McCann's salary and how it relates to his time at City Hall when it comes to that job, like security, as well as Morris's. And then I've asked for a reason why we're not using the auxiliary officers. And then I added the auxiliary officers' information and requirements from the Lorain Police in there and said, look, these guys need these hours. Why aren't we using them? So thank you. I appreciate the input. I appreciate you giving me new stuff to kind of work with. Every time someone comes in and offers up an alternative point of view, it allows me to kind of address that point of view legally and properly. And so keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. I appreciate all of you. Every last one of you. Positive, negative, I don't care. I even appreciate the Tia Hiltons who are coming in here and calling me names. Because that kind of stuff also helps me. It just goes to show, as you get more and more angry with me, it means that maybe I'm touching something that, we're not talking about or dealing with. So it's bringing it to the forefront. We need to get these issues out. It's just like therapy, guys. It's going to hurt at first when you rip the Band-Aid off. But once we get the Band-Aid off, this is doable. I mean, honestly, even the whole situation with McCann is still salvageable. If he just publicly came out and apologized to me in front of God and everyone, I could let that part of this go. Because I have another job now working in the private sector, making more money. I just won't help the public anymore thanks to him. I won't take low-paying county and public jobs because just to get insurance or just to help people. I'll stick with my private practice and make good money so that I don't have to deal with this kind of anxiety. I don't have to worry about the chief of police calling my employer and using his political influence at the courts to get me terminated. See, because I work in private practice now, I'm my own boss. I have my own insurance. It's all me. So if he calls me, I'm not going to fire me. So there's zero fear anymore. He has nothing on me. I get my disability paycheck every month from the VA, for my service-connected disability. So I still have that. These are the things that they never took into account when they fired me, offered me a non-disclosure agreement, and tried to sweep me under the rug like a piece of trash. So again, they get it. They get what they deserve. Like, I am their punishment. And I will be their punishment until the end of time. I will never stop until they're out of office. I will be here every step of the way, reminding them what they did, showing these pages, showing these emails, showing these policies, showing how they did it forever and a day. I don't care. One day you'll be 20 years from now, you'll be in a digital realm world where some archaic old blackboard will be flashing all of these crimes on a board, and you'll be like, God, I remember that from 2023, 24. What year is it now? 2067? Damn, that was a long time ago. He's still at it? Yes, he is. In fact, I'll leave it in my will that this must continue long after I'm gone, in order to make sure that our society is protected from people who are willing to do the things like you're willing to do. So again, solve the problem. Just say you're sorry. Simple as that. Do it in public. Simple as that. Heck, make a video of it. You're so fond of checking on my videos. Post a video of you apologizing publicly to me, Aaron Knapp, and put it on this page. Say you're sorry, that you were wrong, you shouldn't have sent my information like that, and that you would never do that again, and that you've learned from this, and that you have made corrective actions within the department to ensure you and none of your officers will ever be allowed to discriminate against a disabled veteran who works for the courts as a social worker who's doing his due diligence and reporting stuff to you ever again. Do that, and then I can stop complaining about you until you do something new. It's a simple task. And for all the people that support this man, why can't he do that? I mean, you can look and see what he did wasn't right. You can see that the state, in 2 separate instances, sided with me and called the employer that I was working for violating the ORC, which means the court did and James did. But yet the city says, oh, nothing happened. Ray's like, nope, nothing happened. I'm qualified as a roads and parks guy to actually do law enforcement investigatory work. And I'm going to investigate Chief McCann, and I'm going to claim he's innocent, even though the county said it's up to the law director to do. You guys are a joke. Anyway, peace out.